Now we'll look into what is an arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean basically means in a series, if there are a particular number of terms, the mean of it. For example, if we have the starting of a series as A and the end of a series as B, if I have to calculate one arithmetic mean that can be placed in between these two numbers which are in AP, this is basically an arithmetic progression. We might have one term in between or we might have multiple terms in between. Now how do we calculate this? Basically, arithmetic mean basically means the sum of the first and the last number divided by 2. So if we have to place this arithmetic mean in between them, if we represent this arithmetic mean by A, then this will be A and this will be a capital letter A and this will be B. Basically A will be equal to the sum of the first and the last term divided by 2. So if we have multiple number of terms in between A and B, how do we calculate this? Is basically we will add all those terms and divide them by the number of terms. For example, from A to B, if we have n number of terms, we will add all those n terms and we will get that divided by n. So if we have like A, then we have A1, then we have A2, then we have A3 and so on and so forth, AN, and then we have B. How do we calculate this terms? So B automatically becomes what term? This is the first term and B is we have first, then we have n. So first n, so B becomes n plus 2th term. Here we have n terms already. This is n plus 1 and obviously this will be n plus 2. So B automatically becomes the n plus 2th term. This is the first term. In between we have n terms. So n plus 1 and this one will be the second one. So this will be the n plus 2th term. Now if B happens to be the n plus 2th term, we know that for Tn we have A plus n minus 1 into D. The nth term of an AP is given by this. So if we have B, then B will be equal to A plus we have n minus, now in place of n we will have actually n plus 2. So this will be n plus 2 minus 1 into D. So what will be the answer of this? A plus n plus 1 into D. So if we bring this A this side, then this will automatically be B minus A is equal to n plus 1 into D. So D will become here B minus A upon n plus 1. So now this formula can be used to calculate any term out here. So if we have to calculate A1, A1 will be B minus A upon n plus 1. N plus 1. So since it's 1, we will have B minus A upon 1 plus 1, that's equal to B minus A upon 2. Similarly, if we have to calculate A2, this will be B minus A. In this case, n is 2, 2 plus 1. So this will be B minus A by 3. In case we have A3, then we will have B minus A, 3 plus 1, that's going to be B minus A by 4 and so on and so forth. So in this case, we can calculate the number of terms between two terms, that is A and B, n number of times.